human being. So don't spend all your money, save some for a rainy day. Yes, save some. Save it down by Gecko, run come. Everybody knows we number one. So let we join Gecko today. Let we join Gecko. I say the time is now, people. Oh yeah, Gecko will help you in every way. I'm going to Gecko.
The president of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Football Federation, Marvin Fraser, his executive and staff would like to take the time to wish all a happy Carnival 2019. We encourage all to stay healthy and be safe. Be your brother's keeper. We encourage our youths to remember that they are our future and to conduct themselves properly, even as they come to the realization that sports tourism is our future investment.
Me too.
Juicy, juicy, drink today. Juicy, juicy, same great taste. Juicy, juicy, the original drink. It's a Vinci thing. Get your red and banana, pineapple, juicy cola, orange or apple. Juicy for you and for your neighbor. It's a Vinci thing. Enjoy it juicy, the original Vinci thing. Juicy. Stretch for Life is back again. Your favorite game. Win house and land. SUV plus 50 grand. 50 and 25 grand. Second and third prize in your hand. Yeah. So play as much as you can. Want the prizes? Do me one. Set for life. A brand new house. Set for life. A brand new car. Set for life. $10 for a bet. Live your life with no regret. Set for life. Did your day done stop? Set for life. December 28th. Set for life. Check the lotto machine. Get set for 2019. Set for life. Live all of your dreams. Be a winner, turn your keys. Set for life.
From the Phoenix family of fine foods, 23 different ways to tingle your taste buds.
Fresh from the farm.
That's right. 22 local juices and coconut water. Now available at Phoenix 1 and 2. Made up for delicious for you. Phoenix Kitchen. Let the Phoenix arise in you.
This summer stage is a must. 584 Alabama Avenue. Listen out for the next date for summer stage.
CK Grace and Company.
Okay, we are about to begin the second half of our show. And of course, coming up in this segment would be Skakes, followed by Rolly, Abijah, Azara, Iper, Speshy, Chicoby, Patches, Icom, Dose Up, and 10 Calypsonians in the second half of the show. We expect, as is the norm, that the big guns, as people would normally say it, would be in this segment of the show, and expect to hear some of the calypsos that will be considered those that would be in contention for, significantly in contention for places in the semi-finals. Of course, 20 persons will be going forward to the semi-finals from the preliminary judging, and tonight's show will ensure that that happens. One more, for some people that is, and one more preliminary judging, which will take place tomorrow evening in Georgetown, when the Prophets Calypso tent of North Windward will face the judges, the final tent to face the judges for 2019 in the preliminary judging competition.
I present to you
Vibrating Skakes up next with My Glory, and we getting ready to go stateside in a very short moment to hear what he has to offer. Decked off in blue and gold. So let's go stateside for Kenneth, Vibrating Skakes album.
Yo,
You could pull me down when I bring me some, take the whole of tongue and do nothing wrong. But there is one more mightier than you. I've been taking blows for the life I chose. Only heaven knows they couldn't take me close, cause the Most High guided me through and through. I come in like gold that went through fire. Fine brass, so special they want me retire. But as long as the system rig and stealing is their gig, they will always beat a man with a good story. Tell them nobody could steal my glory. You got to be topical with a theme so logical and so irrational. Still the sabotaging without any mercy. Tell them nobody could steal my glory. They're so hypocritical and causing real bacchanal. No more cheating in carnival. Disrupting the songs could only squeeze me. Tell them nobody could steal my glory. Sing! Nobody! Nobody! Nobody could steal my glory. Mama, mama. Hey! I have come so far to be a superstar, but they raise the bar like a culture war, raising the goalpost when I've tried to score. It's been sweat and tears to catch people ears, but like no one cares if they steal the chairs. It's gimmickry for good lyrics that I deplore. In Calypso, you got to be so relevant. No current affairs shows you are ignorant. You're throwing obstacles at my feet. I must settle for defeat. The victories away from me. Tell them nobody could steal my glory. It's got to be critical when leaders are unethical. Wheels of justice look comical. Like the petition's been telling that story. Tell them nobody could steal my glory. I think it's criminal to look at the finals and see it systematical when the results looking so contrary. Nobody could steal my glory. Sing! Nobody! Nobody! Yahoo! Nobody could steal my glory. Ebony dip the mic and slowly change the strategy. No judges private because the song system decides who win Calypso. Zangy singing loud, Abby in a cloud, upstairs feeling proud. The results hit the crowd and the Calypso fans disappear by the score. Matches trying hard to make a difference. Going Hero and Joanna at every chance. ECDC playing a game, upstairs directors are the same. That's why I have the Most High working for me. Tell them nobody could steal my glory. They say you're political, if you sound too critical, you only sing sentimental, forgetting the evils of this society. Tell them nobody could steal my glory. It's looking so dismal, undermine the festival, a feather for the betrayal, an insult to an educated community. Tell them nobody could steal my glory. Say nobody, nobody, say nobody could steal my glory. And I'm on. Hey.
Vibrating Skinks, Ali, nobody could steal my glory. commentary on what he perceived to have been an injustice meted out to certain Calypsonians in the Calypso finals last year. Of course, that is obviously subjective. Whether or not it's the case or not, I don't know. But it's what you would expect of a Calypso, a good Calypso.
Definitely. If you go downstairs, as you exit this building, you have 3 roads you could go to the Victoria Park. You could go straight down River Road, you could go through by the Russell, or you could go on the main road. Whichever one vibrating say takes, he's going to end up in Victoria Park.
So if you go up towards Botanical Gardens way,
he's still going to be in Victoria Park. You know, one thing about skates, when he sing, I kind of keep my fingers crossed.
Just in case
yes, because the way his songs are constructed, I kind of expect a contribution to the transport system at any point in time. And I was keeping my finger crossed and say, well, I hope he does it tonight.
Well delivered tonight. And again, a song that is pertinent, a song that is Calypso. It's
and you know something, Ron? He could have bring another 2 or another verse or 2.
Yes.
But he, being a veteran, I think that he suss the situation, if that is a proper word, and realize, okay, I just need to do enough to get in there.
Yeah, but
I can hold back a verse and another.
That's part of the strategy of a good Calypsonian. Now, unfortunately, in St. Vincent, I haven't found too many Calypsonians who fall into that mode in the context of. I remember clearly in about 10 years ago, 12 years ago, when Crazy from Trinidad did a particular song. I'm trying to remember the name of the song, but it basically was speaking about things that were happening. And Crazy got on course such that he sang 12 or 13 verses.
Okay, so we have Rolly, first female in this round, Cancer the Destroyer, another favorite coming into competition. Let's hope that tonight she delivers.
Affected by cancer. Life should be cherished. We must live it to the fullest. Because we do not know the time or what death may visit. When I was 10, they took away my dear mother, who had fallen victim to a deadly destroyer. Now this plague has taken a turn on our nation. It has become the new weapon of mass destruction. Cancer, you are a destroyer. You make us suffer from the death of another. Losing a loved one is nothing but pain and torture. A wound that never heals, yet we are stained with memories. Let's find a cure for cancer before it ends the future. Admiring the survivors, honoring the taken, supporting the fighters. Statistics have shown that this plague has rapidly grown, attacking young and old, leaving us to weep and moan. The struggles that we often face are hard to conquer when we have to watch our loved ones get weak while they suffer. Many fought the good fight but lost the battle. Others survived, inspiring us about their struggles. living a healthy life can help us remain here longer. Get rid of the things that quickly strengthen the destroyer. Cancer has drastically outdone our crime rate. We need to find a cure to save life before it's too late. We marching on of cancer awareness and prevention. Let's work together to beat cancer. Let's save our nation. Cancer, you are a destroyer. You make us suffer from the death of another. Losing a loved one is nothing but pain and torture. A wound that never heals, yet we are stained with memories. Let's find the cure for cancer before it ends the future. It isn't an easy experience looking or watching someone suffering or dying from cancer. I was only 10 years old. Our concerned authorities should make health a priority. Put aside the one-sidedness, just look out for all are we. Many are quick to replace us when we are incompetent to work. But do you really care when we're sick to you? It's like a joke. No matter how much health centers we brag that we built, what's more important are diseases that are out to kill. Cancer, you are a destroyer. You make us suffer from the death of another. Losing a loved one is nothing but pain and torture. A wound that never heals, yet we are stained with memories. Let's find a cure for cancer before it ends the future. Rest in peace to my dear mom, Emina Westfield, my relatives, friends, loved ones. Thank you. Let's continue to spread awareness for all the different types of cancer.
Holy cancer, the destroyer. Ron, I'm under the impression that you slowed it down a bit tonight and was more comfortable in our
With the delivery, yes.
And I think a very, very good
that's good for you.
performance.
Yeah, that's good for you. If even if a song should have a little more tempo to it, on a judging night, you want to ensure that the judges get your lyrics, get the melody, and if to sacrifice 5 beats per minute to ensure that that happens, the chances are your chances may be enhanced. At one time, but I thought Rolly Bowman was going to be.
Listen, they say the last shall be first and the first shall be last. This is the second round, and in my view, we start off with a very good reply in terms of the second section. We still have a lot of the big guns, so to speak, to come. Abijah is up next. We have a Zara,
Hyper, Splashy,
Chico B, Patches, you know.
Come and dose up.
So quite a heavy cast in this second round. A man going to borrow a brain, and I think you should listen to him, take some advice. You gotta careful whose brain. You don't just.
No, I'm satisfied.
The grandparents used to tell you, don't just go up and pick up any and anything.
No, I'm satisfied with the one I have. It's working perfectly well.
Is that an opinion or is that a fact?
No, that's a fact. So, Elvis Abby is up next, and he is going to borrow a brain. I'm not too sure he's gonna lend it to anybody else.
And I'm gonna see how many verses he sings also that could be good. And the composition of the verses in terms of the topics that are addressed. Abijah.
One love. Power up. Scientists came up with a great invention. He discovered how to take out a human brain with no operation, just some medication. Pull it from your head, push it in a pill. Well, the whole wide world, Lord, it's going crazy. That became a source of instant controversy. Some using the brain while the sun is asleep. Others using gas to make some easy money. You could rent a brain from a doctor, diagnose a pain in your throat. You could rent a brain from a lawyer, plead your own case in court. Since the election, I'm hearing so much complaint that I get a sponsor and I went and borrowed some brain. I borrow a brain from Miss Finley. I vex immediately, I get so dishonest and bias against one party. I borrow a brain from Wallace, James the Coolie man. All I thinking of I could rip off an election. I borrow a brain from Soloway. I vex still a blue, I sharing out old clothes and a whole set of left-foot shoes. And people suggesting like a senile Abijah going, never me again, borrow nobody back. Calypso! I understand exactly what is happening with the politicians, so I'm going to stop complaining. They're making promises and they never keep them. Next election come, say promise again. If you listen them up in the parliament, all the utterance and the rambling and the stupidness that some of them talking, then you realize that man just left home they bring. If you want to get the experience of the almost vindictive man, and you want to know what it feel like to be the liar's politician, the national parrot, everything you want to explain, just go up the complex and borrow somebody brain. I borrow a brain from Julian, smoking like a chimney before you spit dry up. I own but 10 property. I borrow a brain from Gomri, conservator man to myself a selling. I got 20 acres of land. I borrow a brain from the comrade. I done stupid because by the truckload I gave Elias money. People say I can as if I own one Iliad, please. Never me again. Borrow nobody brain. Calypso! Every class, every nation and every gender utilizing this medical miracle. It is amazing. Some stories I hearing of some of the things some people would do. A woman thief a brain while she husband sleeping, and she downloaded the information. She see a bank account, he secretly hiding. Too much groceries a week he giving Roxanne. I went down bottom top one evening, liming at Spirit Bar. I was really looking for you, boy, I miss the sugar. I get frightened, and I think I'm going insane. But then I remember I've been borrowed Carmelo I borrow a brain from Marshy. I'm a go in the mola and I buy a flashlight to look for donkey fucker. I borrow a brain from Ebony. First I feeling small, me woman left me. See I ain't got nothing at all. I borrow a brain from Ashford. Take the girl and I gone to bed. She call ever ready. Tell everybody I dead. And have people kicking, asking me when I bury it. Never me again, borrow nobody pay. Thank you!
Abidjan. Borrow a brain,
Elvis.
You plan on borrowing any?
I am pretty satisfied with the one I have.
So I think the MC can carry. You're not realizing it's judgment. It's judging night is.
Yes.
And I spoke to this before I just started. I know he could sing 6-7 verses, and I was saying to you, I hope you stick to about 3 powerful verses. Leave it at that. Get into the semi-finals, probably increase. And on the semi-finals night, you could add, I think, Kaiso.
It's what I would call the type of innovative Kaiso, the concept, the new ideas that you are bringing to play makes it a very creative and well-rounded Kaiso.
You know, it's I don't know if the persons in the humor realize it's a powerful social commentary dealing with social and political issues. But bringing it over in a humorous way.
Yes.
Try that's like you're hitting a 6 and pretending you didn't hit a 6.
All of that, but it's a well put together Calypso,
I think.
And as has happened to him in the past, and I'm hoping he doesn't get carried away with what he's doing. Take his time, render the song, and it will take him far.
That's what I said. 3 verses
taking
tonight,
him straight to the final.
Maybe 4 on semi-final nights. And if you into the finals, you look at the time slot and maybe a verse particularly for semi-finals night and one
a separate different one for the finals.
Yes.
That's it.
So we're going to go in the baton good so far. The second round, we have a veteran, a seasoned, Azara, a panman, and you could see
son of
panman and a ranger, Calypso and everything, and a culture man. And you could see this if you listen coming out in terms of the arrangement of the song, a tribute to Shadow, Azara, and he'll be followed by Ipa, Zangi, the Monarchy. We also have to come Spechi. Alright, remember all of this coming to the compliments of Sika Girls and Company Limited, Gecko, ECGC by their brand, Village Ram and Juicy, the National Lotteries Authority, Phoenix Kitchen, St. Vincent Grenadines Football Federation, Summer Stage 2019, and we are live on Fun City Radio, Kankari Radio, Success Radio.
Good night. A tribute to Winston Bailey and Shadow. Then, give them respect where respect is due. Holding news, man, I refuse to believe it. A friend call and say, Shadow passed away. I wasn't drinking booze, but I get confused what I had it. 23rd of the 10th Tuesday, early 3:50. He gave us hit after hit, and we loved every bit. Yes, he played his role. May the good Lord bless your soul, just so you leave us and gone. But your name will live on, we will be strong. strong, singing your song as we go along. I was planning to forget Calypso, dance Charlie. I come out to play, cock, 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 millie, millie, Peter. What is life? Scratch me back from me. I say to roll that boom, sing, bam, papa, when we come on the scene, fresh and green, it was a problem. People want to know who is the shadow. The first human being they have ever seen, he don't pretend. When judges gave him hell, shadow does rebel. When this man was in for crime, they gave him a hard time. They will tell him no, he must go back to Bago. At one time he tell all of them they must put down the pen. He say, I'm shadow and I know all, you can't judge my Calypso. I was planning to forget Calypso, dance Charlie. I come out to play, cock, 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 millie, millie, guitar. What is life? Scratch me back from me. I said to roll up, see, pampalera, pampalidanda, oh, da-ba-da-da. Everybody know the man shadow had his own style, lyrics and tempo, he alone also. And anywhere he go, to have a show, people gone wild. Oh, what a heavy blow, my condolence straight they go. Anytime this man come to sing and start doing his things, people gone crazy with his soca recipe. Any fest, any party, you must have energy. Get in gear when shadow appear, you better prepare. Pirates in the country, my belief is detention. The honor man, pay the devil. Columbus line, what is wrong with me? I'm feeling to party. Pop, 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 pop. Right now, all judges who use grudges fighting to death. Remember Shadow, run them in his Calypso. All who take grudges and misuse knowledge, they start to sweat. Anytime the eye calls, he waiting to give them birth. When this man first start to sing, some judges was laughing, what they fighting now? Yes, plenty feeling at home. He say anytime he catch them, they will have a problem. They must know if they jump up slow, he go bust it too. I want to catch them judges in hell. I would like to dream you get in your face, boss. I say to shift your carcass. House of music, Calypso business. Are you feeling the feeling? I say election coming. And I go, thank you. Bambalilanda. Oh,
that was a tribute to Shadow, not the one we're accustomed to in the 10 performance so far. You had one Mr. Van Man, more or less. Tonight coming with something new, tribute to Shadow. Ron, I don't think it's strong enough. It's a good Calypso, but I'm not too certain it will be strong enough to get him into the semifinals.
Yeah, but the idea and the theme was there. The problem, I think, and I've seen it for several of the people who have been performing this year. I drew it to the attention of some of the people that you cannot try to be the brass man on stage, even though the brass is not playing what you really want them to play. It creates a conflict in the melody in the minds of the judges. Yes, traditional Calypso used to have the Calypsonian singing his pa pa ba da 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 pam pa dam bam bam. But you know, sometimes when you do that and the brass is playing something separate and different from what you're singing, it creates a problem. And I think Azara has done that tonight to his disservice. Even though the brass is not what you want it to be, sometimes it's best to just let it go. I've seen it at least 3 or 4 times already for the preliminaries where the competitor is trying to direct the brass while on stage performing.
And this come also because it's not a song that has been performed over and over, probably rehearsed in the band room alone, and it's a big difference. So we have Ipa making a plug for Zangi to be the monarchy again, or questioning it. Let's go stage and take in the leader of the Onto Calypso tent, Ipa.
Ipa, where all you're going to sing to the Jones Zangi as king. Seems like he have the formula with all the competitors. You see, when he sings, he does sound like a choir boy. Amazing, all the people looking for joy. The judges and the CDC and the ones who impress with me, even who won't remember his melody. Good God, break his heart. That he's angry in a king competition when we have Mr. Bullet writing his song. And he have the policeman on the other hand. 7 rehearsing his song. Sean from the CDC. If you want to manage it, don't take a scientist to know who is first on the list. So don't care if I vibrating sing and how much bell patches ring is Zangi the monarchy. Lord have mercy. Get him. Or you're taking things for granted while Zangi dominating the they keep looking at the office. Calypso is a big business. He does spend over $6,000 to write a song, and in counting, he must pay for the rest program. Set up the show properly, the songs left out of December. He guarantee that he must be the monarchy. Come with me, it is hard. That he's angry in a king competition when we have Shini writing his song. And he have the policeman on the other hand, 24/7, fine-tuning his song. Sean from the CDC, doing the choreography. Don't take a scientist to know who is first on the list. So when they catching yas, for this band play too fast, it's Zangi again. Zangi the monarchy, win by default. Hey, honest style. Pulling down the youngster, but the system could be better. I see the lack of transparency, and the people are unhappy. Man Zangi, a member of the police band. rival come around, and Mr. Bowling send up his song. He was not quick, that is the first time he comes second. Watch a man, if it's hard. The Zangi is not in competition when he have Mr. Bowling writing this song. And he have the policeman on the other hand. 7 rehearsing this song. Sean from the CDC managing them. You take a scientist to know his post on the list. So Chanel could always disguise and Cleo could make she noise. It's Sandy the monarchy. Lord have mercy. Got to stop this blatant cheating. Look out to put it disappearing. The show will continue to get worse until someone come and expose. Calypso, it is faced with a serious threat, and the vultures have already announced its death. So the judges and the CDC that do this thing properly are always left with the policeman Bowling and Zangi. Trust me, it is hard. The Zangi is not in competition when we have Mr. Bowling writing his song. And he have the policeman on the other hand 24/7 fine-tuning his song. Sean from the CDC is the one who managing his. He'll take a scientist to know his post on the list. So we check the code of his ball. Abijah, you could preach Paul. It's Sandy the monarchy. I love you. I love you. Hey, order.
Well, that was Hyper Zangi, the monarchy.
Grandly Hyper Constance. It's not a concept that is new. We've heard it before. There have been several Calypsonians and other commentators who have complained. Whether or not their complaints is justified or not, we don't know. One of the things that I know that has stuck out is that the observation that several of the current monarchs winning songs were not things that you readily remember should add to it. I would not take from the fact that he is a good performer. On the night of the shows, he renders very well, and sometimes that is what makes the difference.
Definitely. And as I was saying, he has the remedy, and I was saying, well, it's not really a remedy, it's a conspiracy.
Cards are stacked
against him. But I think he'll have the opportunity at least to the semifinals to see if he could get into the finals to challenge Zangi. We have Spacey to come. Put a hand.
I see the man now. Russell, good night. If man can fix everything, why everything keeps getting worse? Always talking about good solutions when it requires us to get hurt. So that things will get better, but they're not doing the job that they should. When the people on the ground saying things going more bad than good. So put a hand just to show that values, but looks like the scale not balanced. Put a hand, the broken cancel was never a note, it was just a run. We think we cured from a system when the remedy isn't good. When you look at a rich nation and see poverty, then you know things more bad than good. So put us out of this sinking sand. So I'm begging you, put a hand. By financial values, tend to us we can't resist. Display the nuclear powers to rule by the iron fist. Money makes the world go wrong, only for those who have eyes to see. Since man's existence in history, nothing was ever shared equally. So put a hand, carry come must take a stance to help out the fellow man. Put a hand, Venezuela should never suffer like Gaddafi and Saddam. All because of one man's ego is inferior like a wall. If the systems they put in place don't work as it should, then you know things more bad than good. It is good principles we demand. So I beg you, put a hand. Lies and propaganda, they will spread social resistance. Put a hand. To build up a country, we need integrity and persistence. Put a hand. The example you set is what you will get from the younger ones. Put a hand. Bandit, put down your guns and start killing your nation. Put a hand. Brothers and sisters, I'm calling all fellow man. Put a hand. Once a man, twice a child is the road we all have to walk. When the men stand aside and do nothing, we stab ourselves in the back with a fork. Gone are the days of Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X and Martin Luther. We sacrifice their liberty for us to keep on pushing further. So we only know what we know until someone knows better. When the taste of society keeps getting bitter and more bitter, we've lost all human connection. Everyone knows and feels the pain. When a mother could abandon that child, the most motherhood, then you know things more bad than good. So pull us out of this sinking sand. So I beg you, put a hand. Oh, oh. Day by day. After observing these world leaders, their actions we put on a list. Quick to invest in these small countries, fine print warning signs we seem to miss. For our own riches and resources, we'll feed off the place like swine. Stand small and sovereign countries, trying to read between the lines. So put a hand on all the investors who give back nothing to society. While we make them rich, they wouldn't leave a crumb on this side for we. I know everyone have a conscience that will outweigh the thoughts any day. When accidental decisions are hidden under a hood, then you know things more bad than good. It is good principles we demand. So I beg you, put a hand. This is Love Russell Cinema. Thank you.
Especially put a hand in the style of Rapso, that type of calypso that came out of certain parts of Trinidad and Tobago, Brother Resistance, the type and style of calypso that he does. Of course, he sings in Trinidad as well. But I was going to mention earlier, but I seem to have forgotten, number of people who may have passed during the past year. We think of Elvis Defo Castello, who left us during the past year. So that's one of the Calypsonians we won't be hearing from. I also know that missing from the tent, if you would have noted for this year, is Eki. Now I inquired, and I understand that Eki had an accident, was in an accident with a vehicle, and it's probably confined to his home at this time.
Okay,
We, just in case the family's listening in, just let him know that we are thinking of him.
You know, when I especially has been into the semi-finals and a couple of occasions into the finals also. I think this type of calypso is not my favorite. I'm not saying it's a kind of calypso with a lot of words in it, with a message and a beat that it takes some concentration and maybe.
Yes, like I said, it's
similar to Zangini to some extent. But it takes a lot of concentration for you to listen the calypso and
the particular song it's not as melodic as one would anticipate in certain songs, but it's out of the genre, like I said, that's often referred to as rapso, pioneered by individuals such as Brother Resistance in Trinidad and Tobago, placing a lot of emphasis on the African djembe rhythms while you chant.
So we see how we do Chico B, Lex. Normally, a humorous calypsonian up tempo.
Chico B.
But you see,
we're getting a lot of the MC's been making a lot of wrong calls.
Yeah, I think it's because the use of the accent, maybe the concentration on the accent.
Yeah.
What to do? Get Chico, beat that. Get Chico, beat that. Get Chico, beat that. I am a man who love my culture. Carnival is in my nature. I love to make my contribution in song. Last night I kept out the arena to take care of my daughter. If you hear how Calypso nuts run me down, well you feed me the fuel that I need for this fire to burn. I go burn them. Was my humble desire to do what my heart required. Now it's on. All I've been going to learn. When they get in, for my lyrics I say, my performance tricks, it is not gimmicks, boy. Cause I know they're getting it. They should leave me alone. This stage is my home. Now they're in my zone. When they get in, lyrically, my melody. And my energy, I joke get in, Mitchie get in, Homie get in. I know they know not the ball. I don't beat me, Chico. Tell me what to do. Beat that Chico, beat that. Beat that Chico, beat that. Beat that Chico, beat that. Well, it's lost with danger. With me and the arranger, I become virtue them down. Yes, they provoke me anger. Can't take it any longer. I walk in the gym to make sure I am strong. I take all the tongue lash. Now I come with this mouthwash to rinse my name out the mouth. This year, they better bring the A game, cause they just ignite a big flame. I don't know how they going to put it out. Well, they get in. From my lyrics I say, my performance tricks, they did not give me spoiled. Yes, I know they get to it. They should have leave me alone. This stage is my home, not in my zone. When they get it, lyrically, my melody and my energy. Joanna get it, Cleo she get it, Chanel they get it. Them other ladies go ball. Ay, come beat me, Chico. Come beat me. Tell me what to do. Be there, Chico. Be there, Chico. Like a steroid injection, I'm back in competition. 100% I will give to you. So all those who choose to fight me, they better do it like me. Use their energy to bring 100 to. This is since I sing the wrong pipe, I can't find lyrics to write. Well, they're wrong. Yes, no, they're wrong. I had some done right and put down. Could give all of them one. They make finals, I will give them a second song. Well, look at it. From my lyrics, I say, my performance trick. It's not the next boy. Yes, I know they're getting it. They should have leave me alone. This stage is my home. Now they in my zone. Well, look at it. Lyrically, with my energy and my melody. Patches get in, stakes is get in, Abidja get in, and the rest of man I go ball. And the eye, don't be the eye now. Fire! Hey, tell me what to do. Tell me what to do. Yeah, watch it. Me and all Calypso and its friend have nothing but love for them. And from my heart, I greet them with a smile. But like honor ruling children, I have to discipline them. I cannot spoil the rod and spoil the shine. So there's no hard feelings in my dealings. Everyone will get what they truly deserve. They talk about Manzangi, but with this vengeance in me. This year, the real monarch is Chico B. Hey, well, they get it. From my lyrics, I say, hey, performance, tricks, this is not the next boy. Yes, I know they're getting it. They should leave me alone. This stage is my home. Now they're in my zone. Well, they get it. Lyrically, with my melody and my energy. Upstage get in, crack the waves get in, charge from they get in, and I know on top of all, don't miss me. Fire! Order! Tell me what to do. Tell me what to do. Plenty. Earlier we had Divinci real, but Chico B this is real licks. This is real licks. Real licks. I don't know who judging, but according to the crowd, Chico B gone.
Our judges tonight for the preliminaries are who they've been for the entire preliminaries. Aubrey Gould, Vince Stewart, Roddy Dowers, Earl Pinner Painter, and Daniel Hall are the 5 judges who've been judging since last week Friday. They went to New York, came back on Tuesday and started with the graduates. Then last evening, Wednesday, it was the turn of Upstage. Tonight, on tour, and tomorrow night, the judges will conclude their judging with the Georgetown Prophets Calypso 10. So hopefully by Saturday, we will we'll get the list.
We will all get the licks. Very entertaining, very spirited performance. The musical arrangement was great, the melody was great. And where it may lack in terms of the strength of the lyrics, though, I think it made up in all the other areas. I suspect, that's a nice one, that Chico B could probably not purchase a ticket for the semifinals. He should be in the gate free.
All right, so it looked like Bert is putting everybody from on tour in the
No. I only call it so far for 1, 2, 3, 4, as in calling it.
Oh, okay.
And I'm gonna call it Patches 1 C deliver tonight without any problems.
So it's Robert Patches, Knight, King, any other name you want to ascribe to him. The Bluesman, Yard Boy.
Yes,
One of the songs that has been making waves.
I'm freeing 1,000 slaves, and I could have freed 1,000 more. If only they knew that they were slaves. Harriet Tubman, up you mighty race, and accomplish what you will. Marcus Messiah Garvey. One of the things that has get me vexed is the Henry goes quoting from Malcolm X. You know they don't have a blinking crew. They don't care what that people are going through. They will protect Massa with their life. Give them the young daughter and the wife. You know they don't have no shame at all. They were made to look moose and made to call look one day. House me girl. Massa toy, you ain't nothing but a jembe. You're a uncle, but I guess that's the way they were born. Some of them talking reparation, but their minds are still on the plantation. If forever DJ's house slaves, till they are dead and going to grave. I see one day, oh yeah, boy. Master Troy, but what's your name? No name, no warrant. Call a name and I go whistle. Boom, 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 madam. To get some food. No Kentucky banners in charge. Most of them stunted, he live in the yard. As I don't have to tell them a thing. They will press me to please the king. There's a showman a damn disgrace. A bunch of traitors today. I see one day, oh yeah, house nigga. You're a master thought. You ain't nothing but a jimbo. Uncle Tom, that's the way they were born. Some of them dress up in that shitty, trying their best to mama diary. But they'll forever be just house slaves till they're dead and done in the grave. I see one day, yeah, boy. Master Toy, shame on you. It was better to say, no matter where you come from. Once you're black man or black woman, you're African. Well, Martin Luther King with all his grave. You see the ambition of these old slaves. Harriet Tubman and Chatouille will be ashamed if they come down here. Because when a brother man try to rise, they will sabotage America's enterprise. When Master working in the background, them niggas will make sure that keeps you down if you want to yeah, boy. House nigga. Master toy, you ain't nothing but a jimbo. You're a uncle Tom, but I guess that's the way they were born. Some of them talking that history, but they working with Master to oppress me. So you're forever be just house slaves till we are dead and gone. But on the yard, boy, Master Toy, shame on you. Is it too hard to let the helping and to brothers and sisters? All right. 100 years consularity. We can make help to keep up the race. No matter how hard summer we try, they say we must suffer and we must die. Some in fancy suits, some in gun singers. Angels that get master messages. But I don't want me, they gotta go. Tell me, I will challenge them with Calypso. Look what they yeah, boy. Housekeeper, you're a master boy. You ain't nothing but a jimbo. You're a uncle. I guess that's the way they were born. Some of them went to university, so they think they are smarter than you and me. But they'll forever be just house slaves told they are dead and gone anyway. Look wonder your last boy. How she go? Come to it, Master boy. Jimbo, let me go. Yard boy. Hospital. Tell them, Master boy, ain't that what? Jimbo. Yard boy. Hospital. Master boy, ain't that Jimbo. That's a Calypsonian. That's a Calypsonian. Shame on them. Shame. We gotta struggle to fight. And you say that with Master to keep us down. Yeah, boy. Let me hear you. Jimbo. They dance so hard to be like people like me. Respect yourself. I am comfortable in my skin. Send me to help me. Send me.
Robert Patch's Nights King, Yard Boy, one of the songs that have been making waves. Been out for a little while, so again, it's one of the songs that has been catching on, and it really doesn't need much explanation.
Definitely, the first part of the song, Yard, Big Yard. Big Yard.
If he's singing about yard, and maybe you argue a mile.
So it's quite fitting for him to go into the Big Yard.
Big Yard, okay.
Yes, okay. But you know something about Patches and Joanna Christopher also is that their songs are not full of a lot of lyrics, okay, unlike Expressi and others. Not a lot of lines, not a lot of words, but the words are powerful. And each line
has its own meaning, and
right. So
that's all part of the art.
So they come over very clear, but the message very strong. Good arrangement. They have enough time for arrangement because they're not fighting to getting words into the song, and a very, very good performance. We have two to come. The penultimate one, I Come.
No, that's I Come. That's not two to come.
Okay.
Just I Come.
I Come to be followed by
Dose Up.
One singing abortion and one calling for justice.
Justice for abortion.
But we still they're still facing the judges.
Okay.
Judging is not overrun. Okay?
Yes, it's over.
It's not over.
Come you the next. Something in this country, or the rain or the mighty. I thought she was going crazy. Wish she was explaining to me. She said, no, not just from the ministries, nor the Christian communities. My God, look at Calamity. Bottles and wills we protecting. We cut down on wildlife hunting. Meanwhile we unborn children, nobody's speaking for them. So she kneel in the crossroad, her mouth is a sword, ringing a bell. Yeah, how the Baptist woman, yeah. We are talking about some young baby in this country. Oh gosh, we are them macho rebellion. It happened down in Vermont just recently. Oh gosh, does it not change? The fire is coming cause it's a sin. Hey! Now let me address the situation. I speaking from experience. Well, young was only 16. I was the village queen. Then he say he's in love with me. Even talk about getting married. Bing bang. Next come belly. And when I confronted the minister, he told me to get rid of that. Decades and it still haunts me. I can hear the voice of my baby. So she's still in the crossroad. Her mouth is a sword, ringing a bell. Yeah, Holy Baptist woman, yeah. From the Caribbean, France and Germany, oh Lord, something just a baby, it's you and me, oh Lord. Some are good doctor, some from remedy. Just Google the data and you will see, oh yeah. Cause we are a love nation and we don't want portion. The belly you show it just so could be the next hero. You don't want Jara to fall on you. Hey, oh my, in the I just don't get the discussion. I'm hearing from some with education. They're asking, what's the big fuss? It is only a fetus. But all of us, we went to that stage, so we and them not on the same page. In fact, I am enraged. Psycho fetus or baby must be of equal concern to me. So sing, Mr. Kaiser man, sing Larry stamp out abortion. So she's kneeling the crossroad, her mouth is a sword, ringing a bell. Yeah, Holy Baptist woman, yeah. Say I'm talking about some young girls in this country. Oh gosh, it happened down in Chateau the other day. Oh Lord, some was here, hey, from the cemetery. Oh Lord, like they want to mash up the family. My God, others in the gutter, something guys feel. Others in that chain. The fire is coming cause it's sassy. Hey, don't die. Right now, some women gathered, most of whom could be mothers. To them, she started talking. The topic, family planning. life for no one. Make sure that you are ready. Then you'll be proud to have babies. So she's telling me crossroad, our mouth is a sword, ringing a bell. Hey, how the mouth is woman, yeah. Now from the Caribbean, France and Germany, oh Lord, Madam Macho Belly. Just the other day, I hear you telling me, oh Lord, Madam Macho Belly. I took a road the HR and you will see, oh yeah, let's see Madam Macho Belly. I hope them girls around here don't do it like that. Hey, let's see Madam Macho Belly. Cause we are love nation and we don't want a version. The belly you chose just so could be the next hero. You don't watch a rat to fall on you. Hey, yeah. Good night, love you. Bye. Hey,
Yes, that was ICOM doing abortion. Not one of the topics you would find a lot of people like to choose. Nevertheless, a very important social commentary to make, relevant. He may get in trouble if he attempted to sing this, for example, in the United States in certain areas.
Definitely. You know, he was singing since yesterday. So he took quite a while on stage. I think though, if you need to sing 6-7 verses or whatever during the preliminary to get picked, then your song, you need to take a revisit in terms of your song. I at one point thought that ICOM was never going to come off the stage. He was never going to abort. But
no, I agree with you, man. Take the thing to full term.
Take it to the full term. So, you know, and it come back down. We've been here since yesterday, stressing yesterday.
Yes.
I see absolutely no reason why in the middle of the week and preliminary judging that we should be here from yesterday and we into today. Yeah. I see no reason why. But as you said, 20, we have already heard 19.
We only have one more to go.
One more to come.
Dose up.
Justice. I will reserve my comments on it in terms of closing the show. But just to remind you that since yesterday and into today and later on today, as we go to Georgetown, our coverage is coming to you the compliments of CK Graves and Company Limited, Gecko, ECGC Village Ramen Juice, the National Lotteries Authority, Phoenix Kitchen, St. Vincent Grenades Football Federation, Summerfest States 2019. Dose up, justice.
Now make them abuse, we are dead. Power to the people. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Justice. This not see no money, this not see no fame, this not see no riches, this not see no pain. This is for we rights. Listen what I say. Now make them abuse, we are paid. If them no give me justice, the whole place. Mash up the whole place. Mash up the whole place. Mash up. If them no give me justice, the whole place. Mash up the whole place. Mash up the whole place. Mash up. If them no give me justice, the whole place. Mash up the whole place. Mash up the whole place. Mash up. If them no give me justice, the whole place. Mash up the fireplace. Mash up the whole place. Mash up. If them give me a system, them no we can win. And then they are sentence of labor.
Well, that's the final competitor for tonight.
But I wonder how them feeling on CC, we not stop. And I wonder
just to remind you and later on you'll be in Georgetown as you bring to the Winwood Television, better known as the on behalf of one way runner ground. Wish I was home with accent tonight. Our technician Montgomery will wrap it up because of so much to go. Been a long night into the morning. Already completed your secret days of completed Keku, ECGC, Village Ram and Juicy. The National Lotteries Authority, Phoenix Kitchen, Silver Beginnings, Football Federation, Summerfest, Fun City Radio, Antada Radio, Success Radio, and the like. Here's the Summerboat Bunch signing off. This morning as we take justice.
Justice, no power on our side. Whether your skin black or whether your skin white, we want justice, no power on our side. We fed up by the constant police and brutalize. We want justice, no power on our side. Poor people are crying and them not get no fly. We want justice, no power on our side. If them know the rich, we hold this.